this is some cool news for cannabis. So this fall, the National Academies of Science, Engineering, and Medicine released a comprehensive report with recommendations for shaping cannabis policy in states that have decriminalized marijuana. Among the 18 experts contributing to the report was Joseph Spillane, PhD, chair of the Department of History at the University of Florida. Dr. Spillane explained his role, saying the idea behind my invitation, was to bring some historical perspective to a contemporary issue that is deeply rooted in the past. How could I say no? The panel spent 12 months compiling the report, which included experts from fields like health policy, neuroscience, law, and epidemiology. Spillane was the only historian bringing years of expertise on U.S. drug policy and criminal justice. Their goal was to gather as much information as possible and reach unanimous agreement on their recommendations. These recommendations are divided into federal and state policy changes. Federally, the panel advocates for increased research funding, public health awareness campaigns, and closing legal loopholes and unregulated hemp products, parody gummies. I'm kidding, Jason. At the state level, they propose product standards, mandatory training for cannabis sellers, expungement of cannabis-related criminal records, equity-focused policies, and safeguards against industry lobbying. Dr. Spillane acknowledged the challenges of achieving consensus among the panelists, noting it was critical that the final report represented true consensus among the committee members, and it does. However, implementing these recommendations will take time. Federal criminalization, state-level lobbying, and mixed public opinion remain significant obstacles. Spillane also noted that the results of the 2024 election could play a critical role in shaping the future of cannabis policy. Looking ahead, Spillane plans to continue his work, saying, I think there's room for a historian's guide to cannabis policy that could be a useful little book for folks interested in making constructive regulatory change. For now, the report stands as a guide to help policymakers navigate the evolving landscape of cannabis legalization and regulation. So, I mean, kind of a cool story. Hopefully we are looking at the past and looking at the wrongs and injustices and trying to do better next time. So we shall see. I'm going to throw it back to you guys.
Man, this guy's name is, he has to explain a lot, I can tell. Dr. Spillane.
Oh, wow, Jason.
Yeah, he's got the best name. So
I'm entirely too tired for that.
Well, my question is, I really wonder if he gets berated often for mansplaining all the time, Dr. Spillane. Doc-splaining, yeah, all of that, Dr. Mark, exactly. I'm willing to bet that he's constantly getting berated in Florida for this.
Would you rather have it mansplained or white-splained, Jenny Beth?
Whoa.
White male-splained? Jesus. I'm too tired for all of...
Wham-splained.
What do you think about this? What do you think? What do you think about this, Dr. Mark?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Do you think this doctor's full of shit?
Yeah, I mean, probably. But you know, I don't know. I mean, all I know is the story. You know, so I mean, like, it's yeah. I mean, really. So you know, if it quacks like a duck, right?
If it walks like a duck.
If it walks like a duck,
that's right.
If it quacks like Dr. Oz, you know, you know, at the end of the day, you know, that's why they call it practicing medicine.
That's right.
You know, but
if it quacks like a duck, it might not take insurance.
It probably will sell you insurance because it's from Aflac.
Yes, exactly. Our normal resident Friday afternoon or morning doctor, Dr. John Talleyrand, is not here to defend his space, but remember that they still don't teach the endocannabinoid system in most medical schools, right? So you end up having to mansplain or womansplain that to your own doctor, right?
Very true.
I recall a conversation that I had with an internist, or she had just, I think, graduated from Stanford Medical, and she was flying from San Francisco to Philadelphia, which is where I was flying to, and she was going to do an internship there at the Penn Hospital in downtown Philly. And I asked her about the endocannabinoid system, and she had no clue. And I had to, talk about, Meshulam and the YouTube movie, and, you need to know about this, and, it's just a bummer that still, even in this day and age, doctors really have to pick this up on their own, or,
Well, We have plenty of tenured experts that can handle this shit. So it just like just like blows my mind, like some of the people they put in charge of the education and disseminating this education without the background to match.
Well, and it goes back to what we were saying before, Rico. It's a powerful thing when people can grow their own medicine, right? Mm-hmm. And they don't have to rely on a drug company to give them some pill, which they've all lulled us into thinking, you know, no matter what's wrong with you, there's a pill for that. And there's a nice family frolicking down by the seaside. And that's the life you want to be living in, that pharmaceutical commercial, right? So in order to do that, you need this pill for that and this pill for that, you know, and it's just, yeah, there's other ways to maintain your health.
I love a good frolic down the seaside, Dr. Mark.
Yeah.
Yes.
I engaged in one last night.
I bet.
And I'll be engaging in one as soon as we hop off the show today.
I bet. And on that, well, we're going to go to a commercial and we're going to be right back.